Yes, what is it? Very well.
I am... Things are going well. Help you today, sir? Good evening, sir. What?
Men and ladies, boys and girls, prepare to be astounded, bedazzled, and otherwise stupefied. I'm Three Dog, your master of ceremonies. Everyone ready for the Capital Wasteland's latest news? Me neither, but it's that time again. The boys and girls of the Brotherhood of Steel continue to fight. The good fight, folks. They've recently stepped up patrols in the downtown DC ruins in response to increasing sightings of everybody's favorite freaks, the super mutants. Without our buddies from the Brotherhood, I'm guessing the entire Capital Wasteland would have been overrun a long time ago. So if you see a knight or a paladin out there fighting your battles for you, give them a big thanks. Or even better, some ammo. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Gallows.
Long live Elder Lyons. Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lyons, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lyons. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now what may I do to help you? I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning. And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. I have heard tales of your travels, and I must say, they disturb me. I had hoped to fight by the side of the child of my former friend. But until you change your ways, my conscience cannot allow me to do so. Stay strong, my friend.
Oh, yes, hello, I've heard about you. We don't get many strangers here in the Citadel, especially those who walk about unescorted. I am Scribe Bowditch. If you require something, simply ask.
Talk to Scribe Jameson. She's our keeper of the scrolls. She'll want to know what you've found. She spends most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring, near the Great Hall.
Why, a great many things. There are 3 orders within the scribes, you see, each dedicated to a different field of study. Of course, there's the Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, and Order of the Quill. The Order of the Sword develops and maintains the Brotherhood's weapons. The Order of the Shield does the same for our power armor and defenses. The Order of the Quill is responsible for recovering and preserving knowledge, ancient and otherwise. I am Proctor of the Order of the Shield. I oversee the others in my order and make sure our defenses are up to snuff. Do you know how long it took to fortify these ruins? From the husk of the Pentagon, I carved a grand citadel. No easy task, my friend. Ah, but that was yesterday, when all we had to worry about was those damn super mutants. The Enclave, now, that's a different problem altogether. Let me know if you need something else. They're sporting some pretty impressive power armor, I'll give them that. The Advanced Mark II. But that's all right. With a few modifications, our own armor will more than handle anything they throw at it. I suppose that I can. The Brotherhood can make use of wasteland currency to trade. They're relentless, like nothing I've ever seen before. I honestly think they see our brothers in power armor as some kind of canned meal. Some of the pieces we've had brought back, men and women ripped in half, some pulled through their armor. Just horrible. Oh, yes, I can. In fact, I suspect I could write several texts on the various details of the Brotherhood. But I suspect you're in a hurry, so what particulars would you like to know? I'm afraid the answer to that is a lot more nuanced than others might suggest. Brotherhood members are sworn to acquire and protect technology of the past, but not everyone interprets these oaths in the same way. Elder Lyons sees these duties as part of a larger dedication to protect the innocent. Some, like the outcasts, disagree with these priorities. It's a rather sad story, I'm afraid. Last year, some of our soldiers had grave disagreements with the decisions of Elder Lyons. Disagreements spiraled out of control, and there was a schism in the ranks. The loyal soldiers practically threw out the dissenters. Now they call themselves the outcasts. Where Elder Lyons has fought to protect the people of the capital wasteland, the outcasts demanded we move on and leave them to their fates. They insisted there was more important technology to be recovered in a scientific base in the ruins of Fort Independence to the west. As callous as their decision may be, it's more in line with our original mission. Elder Lyons is an inspiration to us, but to them, he's a traitor. The soldiers rallied behind Paladin Kasdan, who was one of Elder Lyons' original squad. They served together for over 20 years. Kasdan was well respected and every bit as loyal to the Brotherhood as Elder Lyons. He just disagreed with the interpretations of our oaths. But when disagreements turned into fistfights, he left with the outcasts. We lost more allies that day than we ever have to any battle. Lyons and Kasdan would have to agree to any sort of reconciliation, and that's pretty unlikely. They're both quite proud and stubborn. Me, I just wish there was a way we could all agree that at least we're still on the same side. There are bigger problems out there, after all. As much as some of our soldiers would like to see them shot for deserting, there's not much we can do. We're too busy with the super mutants. Meanwhile, they're busy seeking out new technology and trying to get back in contact with the Brotherhood out west. So our paths rarely cross, but it's never pretty when they do. I just hope things cool down before it gets worse. It is a rather discouraging subject, isn't it? Farewell.
Why don't you look where you're going?
What I wouldn't do to get my hands on one of those Enclave vertibirds.
The Enclave seems to have developed advanced plasma-based weaponry. I need to analyze our power armor.
May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries. Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment? A Gek? Goodness, no. Certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one. Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
You are welcome. If you require further assistance, I may be able to help.
Quartermaster Durga here, stranger. I have to say, I'm not sure what you're doing in my armory. We run a tight ship, and unless Elder Lyons says so, we don't trade with outsiders. Quartermaster out.
Yes? The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts, to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion. Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost. Even now, a year after they left, the wounds of their departure are still sore. Some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs. Has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you from the super mutants? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped save your life, and most of our recent recruits have come from those we've saved over the years. It's cost us, but we've saved many lives, and made the capital wasteland a place where people can live. Yes, I'd say that's been worth it. Yes, let's speak of other things. This is not normally something that we do. Trade with outsiders has proven to be problematic in the past. However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade. Ah, yes. Everyone asks about the robot. Hard not to, I admit. His name is Liberty Prime. Very patriotic. Built by a very proud nation during a very desperate time. We've had about as much success getting him working as they did. You should speak with Scribe Rothschild. He can tell you more. Hail.
There's a problem in the cooling system. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll take a look.
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next. Excuse
Yeah?
me.
We've been over this. A slight modification to one system and all the subroutines go haywire. Don't worry, I'm on it.
I come to you for results, not excuses, Rothschild. That robot could mean the difference between victory or defeat against the Enclave.
Oh, very well. Now please. A giant robot to fix,
The Brotherhood is at your service.
You honor us with your presence here. Need something, friend?
What aid can I offer you, outsider? Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. She will want to know what you have found. Glad to be of help. Steel be with you.
Welcome. What aid can I offer you, outsider? What's been going on? Well, let's see. For years, we've been draining our resources defending the ungrateful residents of this no-man's land. Most of my best friends have either been ripped apart by super mutants or left to join the outcasts. And now an enemy we faced more than 30 years ago has resurfaced, and their tech is still better than ours. What's been going on with you? I really don't want to go into it. Go bug Scribe Bowditch. He could talk a dog off a meat truck. I can help with that. What do you need? You are currently in A Ring. Here you will find the Great Hall, the Lyons Den, and the Archives. Beyond this area is B Ring, quarters for the Knights, Scribes, and Elder Lyons. Outside in the Bailey are the training areas and access to the Initiates Barracks. Other than that, down those steps is the lab. Be careful around there. The scribes are touchy about who goes near their toys. You could say that. We have an old robo-doc. He's a bit creepy, but he does the job. You'll find him in B-Ring. Word came down that you got permission from Elder Lyons to trade. So just head down to the lab and talk to Knight Captain Durga. Certainly. As if we didn't have enough to worry about. Their weapons are better. Their power armor is better. Is their training better? We'll see. You know how many uglies I've killed? More than all of Lyons' pride combined. That's how many. All it takes is a loaded weapon and the will to use it. Oh, and a good way to get ugly blood out of your armor. Little bit of Abraxo and some water. Works like a charm. Of course.
Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that purifier. Hell of a thing. Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human and goes boom, I'm all over it. Back to it.
Hail.
Yes? No, I don't. What do you want?
Spec Ops. Let's leave it at that. And so we part.
Nothing.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Knight Captain Dusk, in service of Steel. If you require anything, simply ask. Ha! Funny. Here's some free advice. You're our guest, so I'd be real careful about who you insult. That sort of thing might fly out in the wastes, but here in the Citadel, it'll earn you a few broken teeth. Yeah. See, my friends can joke about my name. Last I checked, you're not on that list. But I'll let it go. You just watch yourself. I don't trust him. I know. I should take faith in my brother. But he disappears for days out into the wastes. He comes back without a word. He only reports to Sentinel Lyons, and he doesn't tell the rest of us what he's up to. I can't trust a soldier like that. The other guys, they think it's a joke. Glade's even got a betting pool going to find out Gallows' real name. A betting pool, honestly. Remember, one shot, one kill.
Oh, anytime.
What? What's the pool up to now, anyway? Nice try, though. Fine. I'm tired of this game. Irving. My name's Irving. There. Go collect your money. Maybe now they'll leave me alone about it. Stay safe, stranger.
Still alive, I see. You're doing better than most wasters that end up in the city.
You honor us with your presence. What aid can I offer you, outsider?
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
Brotherhood is at your service.
Hail. Name's Greg. Greg Bear. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak. Heard about that mess over at the Purifier. Don't you worry. You're safe here. Gallows? He's not a bad guy, truth be told. He just doesn't talk much. And if it ain't soldiering, that boy has no time for it. Tell you what, though. He's the meanest son of a bitch around here. All business. The rest of us, we get our R&R in. Not Gallows. There's even a betting pool on who can find out his real name. Talk to Glade about it. He'll tell you. Never back down.
What do you need? Really? You're kidding me. What is it? Good point. The pool is up to about 1,000 caps these days. Now, come on, what's his name? Irving, are you serious? Oh, man, wait until the other guys hear this. Irving! Here's the pool. You earned it. Steel be with you.
Born Na. Died 2135. Second in command of the security team stationed at the West Tech Research Facility, later relocated to the Mariposa military base. Assumed command after nervous breakdown of security team leader Colonel Robert Spindle. Executed scientists after learning of their research into the Forced Evolutionary Virus, or FEV. Deserted from military just before the war. Maxon ordered the families of all base personnel brought inside the facility, thereby sparing their lives. Led survivors in their exodus to the Lost Hills bunker. Maxon's wife was killed on the journey. At Lost Hills, Roger Maxon formed the Brotherhood of Steel. As the organization's first High Elder, he formed the orders of Paladins, Knights, and Scribes. Born 2267. Died only son of Jonathan and Jessica, both deceased. Last of the Maxon bloodline. As an infant, sent to the Citadel to be fostered by Elder Owen Lyons. The reason for this decision was twofold. 1. Recent internal conflict amongst the Western Brotherhood of Steel created an unsafe environment for the child. It was believed that the Citadel, despite being located in hostile territory, would increase his probability of survival. 2. Elder Lyons, at that time, was in high favor with the Western Elders, and deemed a perfect candidate to provide care and training to the Squire. Recent events have led to a lack of communication with the Western Elders. As a result, Squire Maxon will remain at the Citadel indefinitely. Born 2097. Died a son of Maxon II and grandson of Roger Maxon. A gifted soldier, John Maxon was promoted to the rank of Paladin at age 38, in the year 2135. Soon after, he was promoted once more to head Paladin. In 2155, Maxon was promoted to the illustrious position of High Elder when his father Maxon II was killed in glorious battle with the raiders known as Vipers. Records indicate John Maxon had some dealings with a mysterious figure identified only as the Vault Dweller in the year 2162, at the age of 65. Born Na, teenager of unspecified age in 2077. Died 2155. Took over command of the Brotherhood of Steel as High Elder in 2135, when his father, Roger Maxon, died of cancer. In 2155, while hunting down a group of raiders known as the Vipers, Maxon, who was unhelmeted at the time, was grazed in the head by an arrow. A deadly viper poison killed him within hours. The state of Maxon, in the new California Republic, was built in close proximity to the Lost Hills bunker, and enjoyed the protection of the Brotherhood of Steel. No additional information is available at this time.
I, Roger Maxon, Captain, serial number 072389, have started this log because it doesn't look good for any of us, and I'd like for people to know what really happened here. All hell broke loose when we finally discovered what those scientist bastards were up to. The colonel has locked himself in his office and seems to be having some sort of breakdown. The men are screaming for blood. They're looking to me for answers, and I'm not sure what to do. Someone has to do something, though, before this place sinks into an anarchistic bloodbath. Every time we get a report from higher up, things get worse here. The war is going in a very bad direction, and this place is about to go to full mutiny with all the chaos that entails. I stopped one of the men from executing a scientist today and demanded that we interrogate them to find out what their orders were. I killed a man today. I was interrogating Chief Scientist Anderson, and he was giving me the full details of their inhuman experiments. He said his orders came from the government, but I didn't buy it. He started screaming about how he was following orders, how he was a military man, and I just shot him. I tell myself it was to keep him from causing a full mutiny among the men, but I'm not so sure. I tried again to speak to the colonel through the door, but he seems to have completely lost touch with reality. I broke down the door with several of the men just in time to watch him blow his head off. Right before he pulled the trigger, he said he was sorry. By killing the egghead, I seem to have confirmed my position as leader of the men. They follow me without question now. The interrogations invariably end up being executions. Shellman held out the longest, but the end result was the same. Her arguments about her orders were a bit too specific to be completely made up. I'm getting a real bad feeling in my gut about how this is all going to end up. I don't even lie to myself anymore about my reasons for executing the scientists. I finally replied to the outside world over our radio. I don't know why they never sent anyone here to see what was happening when we stopped responding to their transmissions. It doesn't make any sense. Well, they'll come now. I declared ourselves seceded from the Union. They remember Jefferson Davis. What will history say about me? What the hell is going on? We declare ourselves to be in full desertion from the army and no longer under the government's command, and what happens? Nothing. Something bad is coming down. I can't believe those bastards finally did it. Damn them all to hell. They finally let the A-bombs fly. We were right in the middle of trying to pry the real story out of Von Felden when we completely lost contact. I have a feeling the research center was hit hard. I don't know why, just call it a gut feeling. It seems inconceivable that we were not targeted. I'm sure China will make up for that oversight real soon. Luckily, we had moved our families from outside into the facility the day before yesterday. We do not yet know if the fallout has reached this area. Sergeant Plattner volunteered to go outside today to take specific readings on the atmosphere. It seems the radiation has not spread this far. Since he was wearing his power armor, there was no threat to him from radiation, but if he had been exposed, he would have had to be exiled. We don't have adequate decontamination facilities here. I convinced the men that we should bury the scientists. I don't know why, perhaps it was to ease my conscience. I finally started to believe their stories when the last one was dying. My God, what have I become? You're leaving this god-forsaken place today. I'm leading the exodus to the old government bunker at Lost Hills. I'm leaving this log behind to be buried when this place goes in the next exchange. Who knows, maybe someone will find it someday.
Vault number 76. Starting construction date: February 2065. Ending construction date: October 2069. Total number of occupants: 500. Total duration: 240 months. Computer control system brain power 4. Primary power supply light geothermal. Secondary power supply General Atomics nuclear power. Non-standard equipment none. Vault 76 is one of our 17 control vaults. It will operate exactly according to the plan dictated in the marketing material produced by Vault Tech and precisely to resident expectations. This vault will open automatically after a period of 20 years and the residents will be pushed back into the open world for study in comparison to the other experiments. Vault number 87. Starting construction date: May 2066. Ending construction date: December 2071. Total number of occupants. Total duration computer control system. Cyberbrain V2.3. Primary power supply. General Atomics nuclear power. Secondary power supply. VersaCorp's fusion power. Non-standard equipment. Stasis chamber, 4. Plasma containment field, 3. Jet, 1. Food processing station, 6. Hash equals. Unexpected end of file. Data corruption detected.
Lyons talking to Rothschild. Sounds like even he's worried about the Enclave. Think I'm just being paranoid?
Scribe Peabody was telling me about those Enclave plasma weapons. You know they could turn a man to goo? How the hell do you defend against that?
What's your tactical
So you're
appraisal
saying
of our situation?
we're all going to die? That's, very optimistic, thanks.
Look, either way, we should hit the Bailey later and run through some drills. Sound good? Welcome.
Need something, friend?
Welcome.
I received word from Elder Lyons. He says that you have permission to trade with us. Good for you. I should let you know, I'm not going to use any of our equipment to provide parts for you. You'll have to pay for them. Yeah, I suppose. Gotcha. We'll see you next time. Of course.
Need something, friend?
Did you have any success with that old terminal? Ah, well, that much I believe I can help with. Step over here for a moment. I'll show you where it is.
Good morning, Elder. I'm sorry to report that things are not as they should be.
This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There. Entrance to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid. The area is highly irradiated. Lethal levels are all around the entrance. Gaining direct access will be quite impossible. Quite simply, you don't. To attempt such a thing would be certain death for you. You share your father's determination, it seems. And in this case, you are correct. There may well be another way. Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault may be entered from within the caves. Attempts were made, but all resources are stretched thin. The radiation proved fatal, and so our efforts were focused elsewhere. Perhaps you will have more success. I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very pressing, very real threat in the Enclave. All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you understand.
There's a problem in the cooling system. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll take a look.